Right, so I think we're having 30 people on the Zoom, and live we have 5 people. Sorry, my math. I need to make sure my math is correct. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This is Nan Chin with People Operations. Joining us here, I want to introduce you Erin Dunn, who is our People Ops Operations Manager, who is also the driving force behind our Workday project. Today is our session 2 of the Workday sneak peek. It's not a training, which we will have more extensive trainings available to everyone comes in March. So this is really just a sneak peek of some of the functionalities and look of Workday. And we are kind of just selecting some topics that might be more relevant to your day-to-day usage. So you get to see how our system currently look like. Do keep in mind our go live day for Workday is April 1st. So we do still have 2 months, kind of nerve-wracking, before our go live day. So it means we still have some work to do. Whatever you are seeing today for Workday in the system, most likely will be the same, but there might be some tweaking we're still working on. So just get a general idea of Workday. And for go live comes in April, there are a couple of things that's going to happen. The core people ops functions will be available. Payroll functions, meaning all of the time attendance, processing paycheck, and leave of absence, all kind of things will be available as well. Another function of Workday will be available to you comes in April is also Workday Learning. But it is also something that we're developing. So there might be some training modules there, but it's not going to be everything in our training and development functions. So that's April. And then if you just want to kind of have the most up-to-date information about the project, we do have an Ask How page. So if you look at the screen right now, it's askhow.perkins.org/Workday. So on this page, you should be able to see the most up-to-date information on the project and what's going on. And then there are other resources and links that might be available to you. For today's sneak peek, if you have any questions, you can feel free just to either unmute yourself or just put your questions in the chat. If you then don't get to ask your question in this sneak peek, you can also email it to workday@perkins.org, which is a inbox that the project team is monitoring. Okay, so just some overall. I'm going to then turn it to Erin. Today, these are a few things that we'll be looking at. So let me just stop sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem. Thanks for joining, everybody. I'm Erin, and excited to show you a certain area of Workday that we have set up. Again, these sneak peek sessions are just kind of to show you some exciting areas that Workday will have and get everybody excited about some of the capabilities that our workforce will all be able to utilize come April. Today, I'm going to dive into one of the applications. I know some people were able to join a couple weeks ago. If this is your first time joining, you'll be able to see some of the look and feel of Workday. Again, like Nan described, it's still a work in progress, so we might be changing some of the visual areas of it. But today I'm going to dive into one of the applications and show you what is in there that I think will be very helpful for all of us here at Perkins. So I'm going to just share my screen and get into the tenant.
And this is not just a kind of disclosure. Everything you're seeing here will be available to all the employees at Perkins. So we're not sharing any private or confidential information. We're sharing information that's currently available to you on Ask How and will be available to everyone in Workday once it goes live.
So This is our landing page of Workday. Workday does look a little different depending on what device you may be using. If you're using a laptop, it does shrink some of the functionality. A tablet or a monitor is really great. It makes all of the visuals a little bit more expanded. And yes, last week, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago on Tuesday, we covered kind of the look and feel. The Perkins icon takes you to the home page. The notification bell, or maybe some soft updates of something for you to pay attention to. The inbox is where you will have actual tasks that you need to approve, and your Workday profile is over here. Now the menu is your applications that are delivered to you when you have access and launch your Workday tenant or environment. They also live in other areas. Right here is the view all apps button. If you're on a monitor, it's a little bit to the right, and it basically brings you right to the menu on the left side of your delivered Workday applications. These applications can also just be clicked into the menu area to see. And there's delivered applications that everybody will see. And then depending on your role at Perkins, you will have different applications that you can utilize. If you're a manager, you will have additional applications. Or if you have a role at Perkins where you work primarily in Workday on the finance side or people operations side or learning side, you would have additional applications that would be delivered where you could do your day-to-day activities in Workday. There's a directory application here that I'm going to open up. This data is a little old and there's some fake data in this environment. But if I open up the directory application for this worker here who we have, Rudy Reindeer, it shows Rudy's coworkers on the left side. Some of you may even be on the call, but there's some of Rudy's direct coworkers would be here. And these would be the workers that roll up to the same manager as the user who's logging in to Workday. Then we put some helpful items on the right side. There's a Perkins directory. There's an org chart and some additional areas here that I will step through today, which is just a nice kind of sneak peek again of capabilities we will all have once we're in Workday. At the bottom is some external links that we have, which we can modify and add more to if needed. But this link will take you to Ask How, the Perkins school calendar, the Perkins holiday schedule, payroll schedule, and community calendar. So this is just another area where we can centralize some items that are frequently used by our population. For the Perkins directory by organization, this is launching a Workday report. There's instructions to run the report are kind of written right in here, where they're telling you to enter the highest level manager and select the checkboxes below to see the full organization. For this example today, I'm going to run this report as Rudy, who is a worker at Perkins. And I'm going to look at the human resources or people operations organization and include everybody who's in underneath Brenna. When you hit OK, it will populate the report for you. And it shows you who is in this organization, their contact information, email address, their business title, where they work, and what cost center or department they are in. This can be very helpful, and it also has the capability to export. So if you needed to change who you wanted to look up, you would hit this toggle button here, and you could change your selection and choose a different manager at the highest level. You can even run this as Dave at the highest level, and it would roll up everybody at Perkins. This could be something that's really helpful, or it could just be something that would be helpful if you need to get somebody's contact information quickly. When you have the Workday reports, this look and feel will become similar and familiar to us the more time we spend in Workday. What's really helpful is each of these column headers are similar to what you've seen in Excel or Google Sheets. But when you click on the top row of them, you could filter and choose somebody if you wanted to. Like I just wanted to see Erin's contact information and filter, and it would just show me. My phone number, my email address. This X at the end was just put in for text, for testing purposes so that people didn't receive actual emails out of this environment. My title and where I work. You can clear the filter up here by just removing it. I know I described earlier that there's some capabilities within the reporting to export it. The bottom table could be exported by the buttons that are visible above the table view here. You can export to Excel. You could put it to worksheets, and you could add filters in here. You can also export from the top area. This one's pretty handy, and this is the one I use most of all because it will show you everything that you keyed in the prompt area here. For an example, if you wanted to export it, you could download it into an Excel sheet. And it would show you those prompts up here that I had chosen. Friend a child as the top organization, including the subordinates and including the managers.
Erin, can I ask a question?
Sure.
So what does cost center mean?
So cost center, this is something we're going to do a lot of education about. Cost center is a department that people are working in. The finance deployment for Workday is in phase 2, but cost centers will be visible and be more familiar to everybody when we go live in phase 1. Everybody will roll up to a cost center, which is something that present day would be familiar as your department that you work in. Some people, depending on their role at Perkins, may be affiliated with more than one cost center. So they may have a cost center allocation where they sit in one department 50% of the time and one department 50% of the other 50% of the time. But we do have a lot of education and details about cost centers that will come as we get closer to go live. When we do go live and when we put our data into Workday, everybody will be affiliated with a cost center or a department. Present day, I'm trying to think of what that would translate into, but an example would be lower school. Anybody who is working in lower school would be assigned to that cost center or department.
Okay, thank you so much.
That's a great question. So again, this is just one of the many areas that sits on that nice delivered Workday.
Could you just show the cost center?
Oh yeah, sure. The cost centers are over here. Yeah, the cost center and department. If I go back into that application, the directory application, the org chart is another really great tool in Workday. My org chart will take you to where you sit in the organization, who your direct report is, and who is also in your area, in your organization. The org chart can go up and down, and it will show you can travel up on the right side here, all the way to the top if you'd like, where Dave Power sits at the top. And this is very helpful if you want to see who reports into who, and you don't want to just look it up in a report. The org chart, when we go live, will be updated every time you launch it. Anytime there's a move, if one of your peers has a change in a supervisor, as soon as that effective date comes into play, the org chart will show the new reporting relationship. The org chart can also be exported, and it can be exported to PowerPoint, PDF, or a report. One of the nice capabilities about the org chart over here is you can include open positions on the org chart if you wanted to, which will be really helpful to understand and have a better concept of who's sitting in the organization, where do we have openings. And you can also include contingent workers, which would be workers that are not paid by Perkins, but are in and doing work for Perkins. So my org chart started off and it took me straight to Rudy. But org charts in general, you could run these if you wanted to look. I'll use Brenda's organization again as an example. You could look and you could just type into the prompt the highest level that you wanted to look at. This is, again, a really nice, helpful area to say, who reports to Eileen again on the benefits team that I can call? And you can kind of travel down and see who's in that area.
So Erin, I have a question in the chat. How do you look up a person by name?
Oh, okay. So if you just wanted to search for an individual person, you can always just type their name in the search bar. You can see limited information on everybody who's an active worker at Perkins. So if Rudy wanted to look me up, he could look me up and he would be able to see information about me, including my contact information. So that's a nice, quick way is the search bar. It's very powerful. We looked at it a little bit in session 1, but the search bar will show you a lot of information about who's here and any information you may need to see on them. This over here is the worker profile view. We did touch on this a little bit in session 1, but as you see, there's many ways in Workday to get to the same activity. So if I'm on the worker profile and I hit team, I'm going to be taken right to that org chart view again. Just another example of the many ways to navigate Workday.
And just a reminder, currently in our HR system, we don't have this ability to look someone up. Even though this is something that's available in Workday, you're not going to be able to look up other people's personal information. So you're only seeing their work-related info.
That's correct. I think our current process of getting an organizational chart for our workforce is very tedious and manual, and this is going to be very helpful for many, many different reasons. The other areas here that are kind of Workday delivered, we can see how often they may be used, is all locations, which just basically shows all of our active locations. If you were to click into any of them, you would see who's sitting in that location and or how many people are in there. I could show you, these are the 28 people that are currently sitting in this work location. These could be helpful uses if you wanted to deliver something to a location or needed to tell a certain location that there was going to be a fire alarm that day. Just another nice way to do it. Management chain, that actually is just my own management chain, meaning who do I roll up to and who's their supervisor and who's their supervisor, kind of that vertical view. So again, if I'm Rudy and I hit management chain, they would see rolling up to Pat, who rolls up to Ed, who rolls up to Dave, who is at the highest level would be the organization Perkins. The other one here is organizations I belong to. Organizations is a broad term here, but this is some more information that will be maybe new for quite a few employees at Workday. And that is where that cost center field is again. Rudy is in the lower school and early learning center cost center. And the hierarchies are here as well. So these are just some more information that as we build out, you can always see your own organizations here and have visibility into that. As finance is kind of laying on top of phase 1, we might start to see some financial attributes here that will come into play as we do our phase 2 and phase 3 deployment. If I want to go back to the home page, I would hit the Perkins icon up here. And again, I'll navigate back to that directory application. So that's just kind of what we have today delivered that we plan on launching at Go Live. At the bottom here, again, those quick links, these are just helpful links that we thought people might need to access or have another way to get to from Workday directly. So the school calendar link will launch Ask How. And it will launch this is actually the external school calendar link where you can open these up. The holiday schedule will take you to that holiday schedule page. And we just thought we'd put some helpful resources in that same catch-all as well. So I know I've kind of covered a lot and we might have some questions, but I appreciate everybody for joining. And I hope some of these could be helpful for you in your role or helpful for some of your colleagues at Perkins who maybe have a painstaking task of identifying people present day where this could make things a little easier for them.
Thank you, Erin. So feel free if you have any questions, if you want to unmute or you just want to put in the chat. Again, we're having a couple more of these sneak peek coming up. So it's on a bi-weekly basis. I think we have 6 more, right? Two more. Oh, sorry. So again, in between, if you have questions, you can send it to workday@perkins.org, which that someone will be able to answer your questions after these meetings. And then
We have one more slide, I think.
Yeah.
Just with some content.
so upcoming. All right, again, just a reminder. So we have 2 more of these sneak peek sessions. You could just keep in mind, we'll have more trainings coming up. That's when we get closer to go live in March. So you feel free to, you don't have to make any notes right now, but just to keep in mind, there are going to be actual trainings coming up. So we've mentioned that April is our phase 1. So phase 2 is going to come later this calendar year, and it has mostly our financial functionalities. And phase 3, they are going to involve a lot more expanded Workday functionality. So more to come. So it's definitely not a one-time project we're working on. And of course, we welcome any feedback and suggestions. If you see
Don, this is Laura. There was one other question in the chat.
Sure.
Looks like someone asked, can you look up a department by name as in people operations?
Okay.
Sure.
Yes, you can. You could search people operations in the search bar. And that cost center would come up in Workday and kind of have a similar view to what we showed from the directory. So yes, it does exist, and it would be something you would search. It's a good question. Thank you. Great. Well, thanks everybody for joining. And we look forward to showing you something new next session. And, lots more to come.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Lisa has a question.
Sure.
When will Vista?
Vista. Yeah.
When will that be added to this?
This is replacing Vista.
So Vista will be done in April?
Yeah.
Or-
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So timesheets, we'll start doing
Yeah.
timesheets and Workday
Yep.
starting in April.
April 2nd. Good question.
Yeah.
That was a question about when we would start doing time.
Yeah,
Thanks
if
for
you-
typing it, Rachel.
If you're still on the Zoom, Lisa here asked a question about Vista, which is our current HR system. So Vista will no longer be what we use comes in April. So Workday will completely replace Vista. So part of the training in March is about how you're going to use Workday for time attendance. So your time sheets and your time off requests and all that.
We have another question.
All right, so I have another question. We'll ask how remain for now. Yes. Yes, we will continue to use Ask How as our intranet. Great questions.
Anything else? Okay. All right,
Great.
thank you.
All right, thank you, everyone. We'll see you in 2 weeks.